Hello, this is Matt Leach from Pioneer Midwest, and I'm here with Ian Ivins, my manager, and we are going to be discussing the Atomic lineup for this next year and a little bit of a recap on what we found testing their skis for this past season. But I'll let Ian discuss the model lineup for next year.
Yeah, so for next year, you can see we got this nice new graphic. Really look quite clean. I like the pink into the red fade. This model will have the pink sidewalls, which is pretty sweet. So they have for skate, they have their kind of two standard models. They have the Atomic S9 carbon, which is going to be your more standard cut skate ski that you'll find all the other brands making, and then they'll also have the Gen S9. This one is a little bit different, as you can see. It's quite a bit wider in the tip, gets narrower through under your foot here, and then gets wider down into the tail as well. We've found that the Gen S9 is really good in that harder icy pack snow conditions. So that's where they'll be potentially raced on the World Cup, is in those harder pack conditions where you want a little bit more control. For a lot of our customers, we've found them to work well in those conditions, but maybe work even into slightly neutral or softer snow pack depending on the customer. So we've had a handful of people get them because they've had other top end skis that don't feel stable, or they don't feel comfortable going down hills on a full length 191 length ski, so they'll prefer to go to the 183 length of the Gen S, and they feel a lot more confident, a lot more comfortable on them, so it's faster for them. So you've skied on them quite a bit, and
Yeah, the Gen S9 is a pretty radical design. Like there's no cap here, so it's a straight sidewall. And they have two lengths now, but they only used to have 183 for everything. Now they make a 173 for kind of a little shorter for lighter weight or shorter people. But the design on this is quite wide in the tip and tail, and then quite narrow underfoot, and that parabolic shape gives you a lot of stability. So this in a race level ski, which we sell, half the race level skis we sell are to people that never race. They just want a good ski that's fun to ski on, that's fast and efficient. This is probably the most stable ski option in a race layup. And so we sell a ton of them to people that just struggle with skate skiing a little bit. Maybe they've got some knee issues going on, or they have a hard time V2ing. We put them on this and they feel like a rock star. I, being a former hockey player, don't need help with balance that much, but when I get on these, I can just put all my energy towards pushing the ski hard and moving forward, versus I don't even have to think about balancing on them at all. And there's a video on our Instagram, I think, a couple of years ago, where Worth didn't regroom after they had a big temperature drop overnight, and it was so hard that you could ice skate on the trail. And so the short little video clip of me on a Gen S9 taking off and skiing next to somebody that was on their ice skates. And I could still ski that day. That ski got a little abused on the edges, but it was amazing, the stability. And I've raced against people with Gen S9s, and I've raced on them a couple times. They make speed where normal skis don't make speed. They carry it on the transition zones really well. Just slight ups and slight downs. They just move faster. Downhill tuck's the same. The one place where they don't feel quite as good as a traditional straight cut is on hills. So climbing, they don't quite have the same static release. It's not bad, but they just don't feel as good climbing but they will if it's completely firm. If you push and you don't go into the deck at all, then it doesn't matter. But they make up so much speed everywhere else. They're a really unique ski and super fun. I had a great pair. And I sold them to a customer that once we ran out, we seem to sell out of this ski every year or get really thin. And somebody needed a pair, and we didn't have any left in the fit range, so I sold mine. And I've been without for a year and a half, and I've been sad. So when I saw the new graphics, I was definitely getting myself a pair of these in the race room this summer, absolutely. So we have a pretty big order planned for them, and it's one of our part-time employees, Tom Wagner. He's gotten into skiing later in life. Doesn't have the greatest balance. He's learning really well, and he's got a pair of these, and he said he feels like a rock star whenever he's on, because you just stand on him really easy. So if you struggle with V2 at all and you want to be able to get there, this will help a ton. So, but and I'll let you talk through kind of their normal Gen S.
Yeah.
Or the normal S9.
Yeah, yeah. In their normal S9, they do have a cold model, the blue model, and then also a universal. Both running well. We've had good luck with. I had a pair of universals that I picked for myself for this last year and skied on them quite a bit because they had a new core material. So they used to use a Nomex core as DuPont Germany, and now this is all made in-house, which is pretty cool. So Salomon will have this for this upcoming year, but Atomic had it
for a year.
Had it for this past year. So I got skied on it quite a bit. Felt really good. Very lightweight, probably a little bit more energetic feeling ski is what I noticed compared to S9s of the past. But yeah, it was a really awesome ski. And the thing I'd mention with this S9 is that they are moving to only offering, I think it's 3 different lengths for these ones. So it's a 191, a 183, and then a 175, something in there. But that's pretty cool. So they do make a 183 that's a little bit stiffer than maybe some of the other brands do, where they'll go to a 187 or a 186. Atomic keeps you in that 183 range. So if you like your skis a little bit shorter, we can kind of make that work with them, which is pretty cool. So we're very excited about that. And then on the classic side of things, they'll have the C9, and it'll be the same. They have their cold blue model, and then the universal. These ones are the ones I was really excited about. This core material is very similar to Fischer's core material when you look at it, and I've loved Fischer Classic skis, have for a really long time. So I was really excited to try these Atomics, and they did not disappoint at all. They were really, really good glide, great kick, very smooth ski. Fitting them has been great. We've had really good luck finding a little bit warmer ski that can work uni-warm to Klister, a little bit colder ski for hard waxes. And overall, it's just been a really good model for us this last year with this new InnoWave core material.
Yep. And I will mention on the S9 and the C9, in addition to the cold and the universal, they also make a plus in both of those with a white base. That's good for the really wet snow. Atomic has a very deep skin lineup, so we sell a lot of the Atomic skin skis at the store here. So that C9 Skin Tech, C9 Carbon Skin Tech, C8 Skin Tech. So they keep winning like these tests in Norway on like best skin ski out on the market. But we don't disappoint customers when we put people into Atomic skin skis. So we will have a very deep lineup of Atomic skin skis at all times. One of the nice things about Atomic skis too, their skins, their skate skis, and the classic waxable, is they've got the adjustable binding now. So these guys open with this tab. There's a little switch here that you flip, and then you can easily move the binding all the way down to -2, -3 even, and then up to +1 or +2. It really helps on skate skis. If it's a firm day, you can go forward a little bit and get a lot of stability. A little bit softer days, you can go back. Though I really like it on the Gen S9s because that ski is built as a hard track ski, and on hard track, I'll ski it at 0 for sure. If you push and you don't go into the deck at all, 0 is great. But if you're going to use your S9 Gen S in a bit softer or medium snow, if you scoot the binding back to -1 or -2, they will actually still have that nice static release and climb a lot better too. So if it's truly firm out, I keep them at 0 or even +1. And then if you are going to use the Gen S in a little bit softer snow, you scoot the binding back to -1 or -2, and they still ski really, really nicely in that softer stuff. Not as fast as probably like a traditional straight cut racing ski, but really close if you scoot them back, and then you still have all the stability you'll ever need. So, but cool. Well, we're heading over to Austria to visit with Atomic at the end of May. So if you want us to pick you something, get a hold of us. We have a ski request form online. You can email us. You can Facebook message us. We're pretty easy to get a hold of. We're doing a lot of springtime flex testing for teams and individuals and fleet analysis. And so if you want to get a bill of health on your current skis and see what you might need or what's wearing out, we can do that for free for you. We offer free ski checks, and then once you know what you have, then it's really easy to make a plan to pick what you should pick up.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.